In today's class, we are going to learn classes of neural network architectures. Okay, here we are having actually three types of neural network architectures. First one is feed-forwarded neural networks. Under this feed-forwarded neural network, again we are having two types of feed-forwarded networks. First one is single layer feed-forwarded network. Second one is multi-layer feed-forward network. And coming to second type of neural network architecture is feedback neural network. Third one is recurrent neural network. These are the main three types of neural network architectures. And recurrent neural network is also having two types: single layer recurrent network, multi-layer recurrent network. Let us discuss one by one in next slides. Coming to the first one is a single layer feed forwarded neural network. Okay, so in this network here we are having two layers. The first layer is input layer, the second layer is output layer. In this architecture we have two layers. First one is input layer, second one is output layer. Input layer is used to supply the input to a function. Here the output layer is used to produce the output, and as well as it worked as a functioning unit 2, right? And whenever if you want to perform some actions in this neural network architecture through this input layers only, we can supply the inputs to y1 y2 until ym, and it will it will calculate the input based on the given weights here, isn't it? But now we are discussing the concept of single layer feed forwarded network, isn't it? But here I am discussing about two layers. One is input layer and second one is output layer. Okay, here in this architecture we are not going to consider the input layer. We are only consider the output layer itself. That's why this architecture is called a single layer architecture. Because here in this architecture we are not going to consider the input layer, just it is going to supply the input to a functioning unit, which means output layer, isn't it? So at the place of input layer we are not going to perform any kind of functions or tasks. Whatever the things we have, those can be processed at the place of y1 y2 ym, at the place of output layer itself, isn't it? So that's why we are considering the layer of only this output layer only. So that's why this architecture is called single layer architecture. And also here we have used one more word, feed forwarded network. Feed forwarded in the sense, always this network has the links, okay, towards, okay, only one side, forwarded only. Okay, the edges in between x and y1 or x1 to y2 all are in forwarded manner itself, isn't it? Not in the backward manner, not in a reverse manner, always towards right. Feed forwarded in the sense the connections in between that neurons, okay, would represent towards forward only, which means right side only, not in backward left side. So that's why this total architecture is called single layer feed forwarded network architecture. Clear? And coming to the second one. Next one is multi-layer feed forward network. What it is? It is a multi-layer. As we know that what is a feed forwarded? For feed forwarded in the sense, the links in between the nodes should be represented towards front, which means towards right side, isn't it? So that's why we call this total network as feed forward network. And here we are going to discuss about multi-layer. Multi-layer in the sense, in this architecture this architecture has more than one layer. More than one layer. What are those layers? It is the input layer. This one is a hidden layer. And coming to the third one is a output layer, isn't it? So in this architecture, we have more than one layer. Okay, that's why we call this architecture is called a multi-layer. And in this network, here we are giving more importance to a hidden layer itself. Okay, in this architecture, the important layer is a hidden layer. At this layer itself, we are going to perform the computations, or we are going to perform the functions at the hidden layer itself, not in the input layer and not in the output layer. Input layer is always used to supply the input to this processing units or to the hidden layer. And after processing the things at the point of hidden layer, then it will send that results to a output layer. Clear? So this is the second type of feed forward network, multi-layer feed forwarded network architecture. Clear? And it is also doesn't have any kind of back connections or self loops. We doesn't have in this architecture too. Okay, there is no connection towards backside or left side. Okay, left side nodes of this architecture, right? Here each and every node is a single neuron, right? Here the nodes are representing as neurons. Here these edges are called the links or connections between these neurons. Clear? And coming to the next one, these two single layer feed forwarded network and multi-layer feed forwarded networks are come under the feed forwarded networks. Now we are going to discuss about feedback network. In this feedback network, we are going to discuss about single node feedback neural network. If you'll observe this diagram has only single node. Okay, here we have only single node. That single node is also called as single neuron. This single neuron, okay, produce the outputs. This single node collects the input and it will produce the outputs. Again, from these outputs, we have a connection. Okay, we have a connection back to that connection back to the node. So that's why we call it as, this is the feedback. This is the feedback link. The output of this single node, again we are forwarding to this input or single node. Okay, that's why this architecture is called single node with feedback architecture, right? Next, we are going to discuss about single layer recurrent network. So this recurrent network is also called as the feedback networks. Recurrent networks is also called as feedback networks. What is the difference between feedback network and a recurrent network? In the sense, the recurrent network has its own internal memories at the place of functions. Okay, it has its own internal memory units. That is the main difference between feedback networks and recurrent networks. Recurrent networks is also called as one kind of feedback networks only, but the specialty of recurrent networks is it has its own internal memory to save the tasks or works. Clear? And now we are going to discuss about single layer recurrent network. Okay, this single already we have seen that the single layer feed forwarded network. The single layer feed forwarded network has only two layers. One is a input layer and second one is output layer. The input layer is not considered into this architecture. Why? Because here we are not these input layer doesn't perform any kind of functions at this place. Only the output layers only perform the functions. That's why, so we are taking the consideration into a output layer only, not the input layer. That's why this network is called single layer networks. But here we are discussing about recurrent network, right? Recurrent network in the sense the output, okay, the output of y1 is again supplied to a y1 or y2 or ym. Okay, so feedback, here we are transferring the output of one node into the inputs of multiple nodes again, isn't it? So this is called a single layer recurrent networks. Clear? And coming to the last one, multi-layer recurrent networks. Okay, so this multi-layer recurrent networks is also same like multi-layer feed forwarded networks, isn't it? So multi-layer in the sense more than one layer. If we consider, if we consider, then that network is called multi-layer network. So here more than one layer in the sense same. Here input layer, output hidden layer, and here we have output layer. Input layer is used to supply the input to a neural network, which means hidden layer. Okay, output layer is used to, okay, process the, is used to produce the outputs whichever we want to see or whichever we want to know, isn't it? In this network also same, the hidden layer is important one. The hidden layer only process the functions here. Okay, it can calculate any kind of computations or anything. So in this multi-layer recurrent network, hidden layer is important one. And the recurrent networks, in the sense, again, it's a feedback network. Feedback networks in the sense the output of one node is, okay, applied to a input of hidden layer. I mean, inputs of hidden layers, which means hidden layer, first node is y1, y2, y3. Okay, the output layer, first node is z1, second node is z2 and zm. So here the output of z1 is going to supply to the, okay, input of y1 or y2 or y3 and so on. You can apply to any one of the hidden layer. Okay, so this kind of architecture is called a multi-layer recurrent network architecture, right?